everyone, welcome to the Awaken180 Facebook group. My name is Kelsey, I'm from the Newton office. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a easy weeknight dinner. The recipe I'm using today is General Tso's meatballs. You can make them with ground chicken, ground beef, probably ground turkey as well. This is my dog Ryder, sometimes he likes to be in the cooking videos. So I'm going to start by showing you what ingredients I have today. I got a pound of ground chicken, and then in here would be, I minced up some garlic, fresh ginger, sea salt, and scallions, and I did 1 egg, so I'm going to mix these all together. Then I'm going to show you how to make a sauce to go with them as well. Okay, we're going to go to a convenient spot. So we'll just put that right in there. This recipe, probably start to finish, should take you about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how crispy you like your meatballs. You can also bake the meatballs as well. There's no difference in how it would taste. I would say probably baking them at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes, but I would just keep double checking. The only difference would be they wouldn't have the crunchy exterior that these will have by browning them on the stove. So I already have my skillet heating up. I used about maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. You can also use avocado oil as well. You want to make sure that when you are cooking these meatballs, you are using a healthy fat. So the healthy fats that are permitted would be extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or butter. You want to refrain from using canola oil or vegetable oil just because those oils aren't as healthy for you and they will not aid in your weight loss. Looks like these are pretty much all mixed up. I might add a little bit more ground ginger and garlic powder. And then I'm going to form these into meatballs. Since it's about a pound of meat, I'm going to try to make about 16. That would mean 4 meatballs per serving, so that would be about 4 ounces per serving. Or if you're doing a little bit more animal protein, you could probably do about 5. You can always do them a little bit larger as well. It's just easier for figuring out how much protein you need to have. Actually, over to the stove. I'm just going to put a couple on. This is the extra virgin olive oil I use. I found it at Star Market. You can get any brand that you would like. You just want to make sure that it says extra virgin because that'll be the most purest form. Put 4 in for right now, and then I'll do the rest. Wash my hands really quick. So I would probably serve this with, you could put it over zucchini noodles, you could do it over cauliflower rice, whichever you prefer. I'm going to draw the oil around a little bit. So I'll let these cook. While these are cooking, I will make the rest of them. So this would be a perfect weeknight meal. You can also use this if you're on maintenance. It doesn't have to be just with, if you're on the program, you can use those things interchangeably. What you want to make sure is if you are making this at dinner time that you're having 2 cups of vegetables. So like I was saying, like the zucchini noodles would be great for this. Cauliflower rice would be great for this. You could put it over like a bed of mixed greens. You could also do roasted veggies in the oven, or you can do like a cauliflower mash would probably be really good with this as well. If you made this recipe, please comment below and let us know. We'd love to hear your feedback. There's also hundreds of different recipes, and we're always adding to our recipe portal online. How many now? Looks like I have, this will be 9. Let those cook for now. You can definitely make this with like ground beef or turkey. I typically always cook with ground beef or turkey, so I just wanted to try something new. I've heard good things about this recipe, so I'm sure I'll be making it again with something else. Yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you make this, to cook it over the stove, just so that way you get that crispy exterior with the meatballs. While these are cooking, I'm going to show you how to make the dipping sauce. So what I have here is soy sauce, garlic powder, ginger, and onion powder. This recipe calls for the Walden Farms maple syrup. I couldn't find it, so I'm going to show you how to make it, but definitely make sure you get the Walden Farms. So this sauce that I'm making now would be a maintenance recipe, just because regular maple syrup is not permitted on the program because of the high sugar content. So this would be used for maintenance clients. If you find the Walden Farms maple syrup, I mean, you can get it on Amazon. They had it at Star Market, but they only had strawberry and blueberry, so I didn't think that would go well with this. So I'm going to measure out a couple different things. I'm going to do about probably like a half a tablespoon, just because I don't like things super sweet. This is just for the dipping sauce. And then I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I particularly like the taste of soy sauce. This calls for about 1.5 tablespoons. I'll probably do a little bit more just because I like the taste. You can definitely always adjust things as well. Then it calls for a dash of onion powder, ground ginger, and garlic powder. I'm just going to use a whisk to mix everything together. So that's what the sauce looks like. Super easy, not required, just something extra and fun to do with your meatballs. Let's take a look and see how these are doing. Looking good so far. This one fell apart. Great. As I'm turning these over, so I have about 9 meatballs here. That'll probably make about 6 or 7 more, I would say. As I was saying earlier, you can always have these be a little bit bigger if you'd like to. I personally like them a little bit smaller because you get to have more of them, but it's totally up to you. As always, just use the amount of protein you're having to help decide how many meatballs you're having. So for women on the program, you want to have 4 to 6 ounces of protein at dinner time, and for men, you want to have 6 to 8. So about 4 small meatballs would be great if you're having 4 to 6 ounces. About 5, maybe depending on how big they are, would be great if you're having about 6 to 8 ounces of protein. If you have any questions about the program, how it works, if you want to see more recipes, whether they're program or maintenance, feel free to let us know. If you need a check-in, feel free to contact your office that you typically meet with. They'd be happy to schedule your appointment and check in with you. These are definitely a lot crispier than I expected for working with ground chicken, so I'm really excited to try these. I would say these probably have about 5-ish minutes left, maybe more, maybe less. Some of these are cooking a little bit faster than others. I would also say another good option you could do while you're cooking these, once they're a little bit closer to being done, is adding in some soy sauce, so that kind of would absorb a little bit more of the flavor. I definitely will be making cauliflower rice with this later. I feel like this would be a great dinner with that. As always, if you guys have any questions about the program, maintenance, anything at all, feel free to let us know. We'd be happy to help you. Looks like these guys are actually done a little bit sooner than I thought. So I'm going to pop them on a plate. This is what the finished product looks like. Some crispy General Tso's meatballs with some dipping sauce. Perfect for your weeknight dinner. Please comment below if you make it. Happy to help you with any new recipe ideas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.